Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, man? It's your guy, Nick Frazier, man. Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. We here tonight. Hey, tonight, this might be a good show, man. Y'all want to go ahead and get y'all calls in ready, because I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be a good show. And I know it's a lot of opinions about this. So y'all might want to go ahead and get y'all call-ins ready, because guess what? We're talking about play calling tonight. So you know the number. Get ready to call in, because it's about to be like that, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports coming up next. You know what it is. Bring us in. Eugene Asante. Let's go.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC Conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, boy. Back around the water cooler, man. It's your guy, Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. And of course, the man, you can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Man, I am here, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, boy. And of course, I got from it's SEC season in the back around the water cooler with us. It is Auburn Taz. Taz, what's going on with you, my guy?
My guy.
Man, doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Marcus, how was the birthday, man?
Man, it was lit, man. I can't complain. I'm still kind of hungover, but hey, I'm here.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hey, if you still hungover from Monday in the weekend, hey, that was great. That was a great weekend.
That was a great birthday right there, man.
That was great, man. Hey, it was awesome. I got to see some people.
What's up? What's up there, man? I like that. And in honor of Marcus's birthday, do us a favor and follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23, of course. And right here on YouTube, follow us at subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos and when we go live, because we're trying to get to 800 or as close to 800 before the season starts. So we need y'all to help us do that, man. The people that are watching us on Twitter right now, everybody that's watching us on YouTube right now, please come over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because guess what? It's going to be lit this year, man. And I'm going to keep telling y'all, man, because guess what? Y'all know what's coming up, man. I'll be here. Live game watches. Oh, my God. Live game watches will be happening. I will be here. Live game watch every single game for Auburn this year, starting August 29th, 15 minutes before game time, 15 minutes before every kickoff. Your boy Nick Fraser will be here. Live game watch. Auburn, Baylor, first one at in Waco at McLean Stadium. I will be here. It's coming. I'm telling y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. And then right after that, you head over to Auburn Addicts for the post-game reaction with Auburn Addicts with Marcus and Tez over on the post-game reaction on Auburn Addicts TV, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in because I'm telling you, we're gonna have the content from 15 minutes before kickoff all the way until I don't know however long after because it's gonna be lit. Y'all better get ready, man. So make sure y'all locked in with Water Cooler Talk Sports and with Auburn Addicts TV because we bringing you the content, man. So y'all better get ready because it's gonna be dope in these streets, man. All right, man.
Hey,
doing all
Nick,
right?
hey, give me a second, Nick. Hey, I want to thank all y'all for giving me the birthday shout outs, man. I really appreciate it. What a cooler family. A lot of the people hit me up, text me and hit me up DM. I just want to say appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for the love.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
And
up.
that's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Marcus, want to thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Marcus, tell him again. Thank him again.
Man, I want to appreciate all y'all for the birthday wishes. Every last one of you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Marcus, turning 31.
32.
I know, man. I was trying to go a year lower. That's what I was doing. I know.
I don't feel it. I don't feel it yellow. I'm going up.
All right.
Hey, man, the goal is to get old.
It is.
It is. You said something. You said
I'm trying to
something.
stay here to like 95, 96. I'm trying to stay here to like 95, 96, 97. I'm trying to be here till then. Man, we appreciate y'all, man. Auburn Dad in the chat. What's up, Auburn Dad? He said, War Eagle, let's go. My guy, Auburn Dad. Auburn Dad said, man, I think he'll be calling plays. Yeah, he has been. But this whole, we're going to get into it, man.
Not the bad ones.
Not the bad ones. But we're going to get into it, man. Travell said, let's get it, as my brother would say. Yes, sir. The king of the comments is in here. The legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams, the Rooster Mac. What's going on, my guy? Hope you're doing all right, man. He said, if in his first and goal, hold up, let me get to it. From the one, and AU runs a flea flicker, we know who called that. Face well, y'all about to get on Hugh Freeze tonight, boy. I'm telling you, man. I got C Hall in the chat. What up, C Hall? You doing all right tonight, my guy? What's going on with you, man? As always, man. Everybody saying what's up to C Hall. C Hall doing good, man. Hope everything is good. No, I'm not by myself tonight. Not by myself. Everybody was here with us tonight. Auburn Dad, everything good. Everything good. Huggy said, what's happening, fellas? Auburn Dad said, War Eagle, Nick, Marcus, and the wizard behind the black screen, and Tez. Bro, what's the wizard? He called Marcus the wizard behind the black screen, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Auburn Dad gotta find a way to watch the game. See, that's why you can come watch it with me. I'm telling you, Auburn Dad, you are going to enjoy the presentation and the production value that I have built out for you all. It's gonna when you see it, you're gonna be like, man, am I watching ESPN? You know what I'm saying? Am I watching ESPN? I don't know, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
I can confirm this.
I'm telling y'all, bro. It's gonna be lit. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's going to be lit. Yo, Nick, I think I figured out what got me on Facebook probation. Oh, by the way, did Huggy tell y'all he got on Facebook probation?
No, I ain't tell me, man. Free Huggy.
If it weren't, so it wasn't the comment about the dwarf shit. Okay, all right. Before that, I had left a comment calling constitutionalists for being all. Oh, okay. I got you. I see.
A hot door chick.
Yeah,
it was a hot door chick involved.
It's
I gotta start logging back into my Facebook, man.
It's a story. Robert Smith said, why hasn't the water cooler rented a venue for its for this with refreshments for its loved subscribers? Well, you know what, Robert? You just put an idea in my head. Robert. I like that. So you know what we're gonna do? Once we're gonna figure something out, because I'm gonna give y'all a peek into the future. I was trying to build this out for the Iron Bowl. I was thinking about going to Auburn and talking to somewhere in Auburn and trying to do a live on location show for the Iron Bowl. So when y'all see these Auburn live watch games, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. So I was thinking and trying to figure out how I could do that this year, since the Iron Bowl is in Auburn this year. So I was thinking that, and we was gonna try to make it a party, but we'll see what happens, man. It's in the early stages right now and all type of stuff like that. For the Baylor game, Baylor game. It is one. You can come to the live watch party here on YouTube with your boy. That's it. It's free.
Bring your own refreshments though.
It's free. You know what I'm saying? It's free now. You know what I'm saying?
Buy your own chips.
We trying to take water cooler.
Did not provide it, Marcus?
We trying to take
not at your house. You watching live from your living room. I can't. Wait, you want me to mail you some chips and soda?
Mail you some chips and soda and some Rotel deal.
You want a hot dog?
Make sure you get your favorite.
All right. What to say? He said BYOB. Bring your own beer, man.
For real.
What we talking about? Well, Daniel, guess what? Shout out to Daniel Morris for rocking with us. We getting ready to talk about this offensive play calling conundrum that we got at Auburn, but we just kicking it with the people, with our fellas and with our family around the water cooler, man. So Daniel has kickstarted us into the conversation. So you know what, Daniel? Let's go ahead and let's just take this thing and let's just go ahead and get into the conversation, Daniel, because Daniel wants us to go ahead and start talking about it. So bring some.
This is the first half.
Right, man. All right. We in the first half right now, man. All right. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always, man. All right. Let's just get into the conversation, man. And before we get into it, man, if y'all want to jump into this conversation, there's the call-in number right there. 334-521-2679. Again, 334-521-2679. 334-521-2679. If you want to call in and you want to give us what you think about this conversation. Report came out yesterday that it seems like we're gonna have the same old. That's what came out.
Yep, that's what
the report said. And if you want to know what the same old is, well, we're gonna have one person apparently calling plays on first down, another person gonna be calling plays on third down. We don't know what's gonna happen on second down, but Coach Hugh Freeze reserved the right to jump in and take over play calling at any point in time in the game. Tez, you brought us this story. You was the one that broke it to us.
Man,
we were not
kept it a secret, Tez.
We didn't know this until Tez broke the story to us, and we was like, "Wait, what? Again?" Bro, y'all should have saw my reaction when I heard that.
Yeah,
Tez, your overall thoughts about what you so eloquently and so just casually just put into the chat, into the group thread when you told us that this was gonna happen. Just take it away, sir. Take it away.
So, well, first of all, I want to commend Nick today, because if y'all could have saw his reactions when this news first hit the group chat, it was very different from what you're seeing from Nick right now. So, Nick, man, I want to commend you for calming down. You seem a lot more chill about it right now.
Yeah,
it was an all
man.
cap
This is front, Ted. This is all the front. This is all the
cap situation. When the news broke, is all I'm saying. But yeah, man, it's a couple of things, man. This is an interesting conversation because we went so far as to talk. We went so far down this rabbit hole as we got to Derek Nix's contract. And we can get there tonight if we want to, but the main thing is this is what the play calling has felt like. It felt like there's multiple people calling plays at multiple times. There's not one person that has a feel for the game. When you see some of the mistakes that we make in the critical moments, it's usually because it seems like who's ever calling plays has not been watching the game. And I think that's what you get when you get multiple hands in the pot. You just get a bunch of people who aren't connected with what's going on in the game, trying to call the best plays they have on the play sheet, right? And then you have a head coach that's taking credit for the best plays, right? I always think it's funny when people take credit for the best things that happened during the game, and they never. Yeah, like Hugh Freeze never got on a press conference and was like, "Yeah, I called that interception that we threw." Like, man, it never happened. There's always the touchdowns and the good plays. So I don't know. I think I don't like it. I don't like multiple quarterbacks. I don't like multiple play callers. I think offense is about consistency, and I think that you just need one person, one mind to be able to do that. I don't think you play call by committee. I really don't even like playing running back by committee. Like I just think you need one sole person to do that. And on top of that, one of the questions that I posed in the chat when we first said something about this was, what is it about Auburn that makes people want to give up play calling? Because we have 3 coaches that have come that have been offensive play callers, and at some point during their tenure, they've all just said, I don't want to call plays no more. I want to delegate that task. And it's like, I wonder why Hugh Freeze is doing this. And you like, this is what you've known for, calling. But I think Hugh Freeze is a great play caller. Everything I've said about Hugh Freeze, as far as the game plan, has all been based on somebody else doing the job. I think on his own, I think Hugh Freeze is a pretty good play caller. I think he can feel the game and call plays. I think I've seen him set teams up from the first quarter to the fourth. And that's what I think a good play caller is. What is it about Auburn that makes these offensive coaches all of a sudden decide, like, because even Gus did it. It was like, I don't want to call plays no more. Even Malzone. I mean, not Malzone, but Parsons. I don't want to call plays no more. Like, what is going on? I pose the question that maybe Yellow Fella just doesn't like his head coaches calling plays. I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but it's weird though, right? Like, you got people who've made it this far from calling plays. They get here and decide, like, I don't want to do that no more. I want to trust somebody else to do that that's making less money than me, that doesn't have to answer the questions that I have to answer in the media. It's weird. It's weird. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Y'all can tell me y'all thoughts, because I don't have a definitive answer for real. It's just a weird place that we're in, I think.
Marcus, go ahead. Go ahead, Marcus.
We're doomed. Nah, just playing. But it's just frustrating, man. Like you said, I don't want my play calling by committee. I want one coach who gets in the groove of the game, who gets something going, who can pivot if need be. But the thing that Tiz, that you said, that a lot of offensive minded coaches get what they play calling when they get to Auburn, that's true. But in a situation like this, if correct me if I'm wrong, when Gus' job was on the line, he took back over play calling.
He surely did.
Feel like,
right, yeah,
he surely did.
I feel like in this situation, Hugh, your job is on the line. There's no reason why you shouldn't take over play calling this year. There's no reason why we should be play calling by committee. And we had sources that told us last year that was all Hugh's play calling. So if our sources were lying, is Hugh just doing this to use other coaches as scapegoats when things don't look good? So it's just like, you hear different reports, man, and it's just, I don't want to hear this in fall camp. I don't want to hear this going into this Baylor game that sounds like, if we lose, all you gonna say in the press conferences of me and our coaches wasn't on the same page. Because that sounds like an excuse that he's gonna be throwing out all season if this is the case. So it's just frustrating to hear. But if it works out, it works out. You know what I'm saying? It just, I like you said, I'm just not a big fan of the model of that system right there.
I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. I don't know if the play calling by committee is worse, or if you giving us the illusion that is play calling by committee, but you the one really calling the plays, and you ain't doing the job. You ain't living up to the job. Like, I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is, dog. Like, for real. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, to Marcus's point, are you doing this for the simple fact because if it goes bad, you want to put it on somebody else? Is that the reason why we sit here saying this? Like, for real, dog. Let's be real, dog. Dog, let's be real.
Too close to the season to be doing this.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, bro. Like, I feel like you playing in my face again. Like about Pay Thorne last year, bro. I feel like you playing in my face again, Coach Freeze. I feel like you doing it again. I don't like this.
I feel it.
I don't like this. Like, I have been all season hyping this team up because of what you've been telling us, of what you've been saying that you needed on this team. You've been saying you needed more talent because the talent went where it needed to be. You've been saying that you needed this, you needed that.
Yep.
You've been saying all this stuff, and guess what? I give you credit because on the recruiting trail, you have proven that. You have went out and got top 10 classes. You have went out and got top tier talent. That's the reason why I'm sitting here saying Auburn gonna win 10 games this year. But if you about to sit here and tell me, we about to have this same we about to have this same stuff that we had last year, bro. Man, we about to be in a hole. We about to be in the same situation again. We about to be in the 2024 season again. And we ain't gonna know who to blame. For the simple fact, because of what we saying of what we talking about right now.
Yep.
We don't know. Because what you just did, you just gave yourself plausible deniability for us to put it on somebody else. Even when back channel people say you the one calling plays.
Yep.
That's true.
Credible sources saying you the one calling plays. Talk to him, Nick.
I don't like this, man. I don't like it at all, bro. Like for real, man. In the word, like Marcus said, bro. Like Marcus said, man. Like Marcus said, when Gus Malzahn was in a predicament to where it was like, yo,
life or death. It was life or death. You finna lose that job.
Guess what? You out the door. You know what Gus Malzahn did? Gus Malzahn was like,
give me that clipboard. Get out the way.
I'm gonna just be real. Do y'all remember Y'all remember when Gus Malzahn went from the clipboard and he had that little piece of paper that was about as big as his phone right here?
Yeah.
On the sideline. Yeah. Y'all remember that? He went from that.
The Waffle House menu. That's what they used to call the big one.
He went from the Waffle
to the
House
little
to the little bitty card, like as big as his phone. I'm looking at him like, what is this? What is this, Gus? Man, 2 weeks later, man, I saw that big old clipboard back. I was like, oh, all right, we back. I know how this game about to go.
Scatter cover chunk.
In the words of my brother Mac, we about to run the football.
Run the football.
We about to run the football.
But to y'all point, man, is like I'm big on Auburn this year. I got us going 9-3, which I think is big on Auburn. And a lot of that is because of what Marcus said in the contract. Yeah, I've said this before. Like, y'all have heard me before. I've said it before. I think in this contract year, he's gonna call his own plays. His job is on the line. Why wouldn't you? And couple that with I think that Hugh Freeze is a decent play caller. I think that's a recipe with the talent that we have for success. Now, I don't know, man. Like,
he punking out, Ted. He punking out.
It's
Ted.
like
he punking out, Ted.
This is the reason why this is one of a good portion of the part of why I was confident this season. Is like, you got Hugh Freeze in a contract year. He's gonna call his own plays. And maybe he is, regardless of what he's saying, he's gonna call his own plays. I don't know. But I just feel like one mind calling plays is going to be amazing. I said in the chat, why not give Derek Nix a shot? He spent this time with Lane Kiffin. He spent this time with Hugh Freeze at Ole Miss. He's got to have a grasp on how to call plays. I would think so. You trusting him with first down. First down is arguably the most critical down in the RPO offense, in an RPO-based offense, for sure. So, like, man, come on, man. Like, somebody can call plays. Somebody.
Man, I just know whoever call plays on first down better not come out with a stop route like for 6 drives in a row.
Bro, all they do was just give himself plausible deniability, bro.
Yeah, that's all, Nick. That's all. That's it. That's all.
What Jermaine Mims just said. He said nothing wrong with collaboration on game. I think he meant planning. Yeah, on game planning, but on game day, it needs to be one voice.
That's it. I agree. We're not sitting here talking about, during the week, you are collaborating. Like shout out to Jermaine.
That's cool.
We're not sitting here talking about the collaboration during the week. Because if you look at a play caller, NFL, I'm not gonna say all of college football because we having that problem right now, but majority of college play callers, if you look at Steve Sarkisian's play call sheet, guess what? He has plays that he probably have like the first 20 plays scripted. Then he has plays to where if I'm second and mid, second and 7, second and 6, if I'm second and short, if it's third and long, I got a play call for this. If it's third and short, I got play calls for this. If it's fourth down, I got play calls for this, and I'm in a situation. His play sheet is his situation. His game sheet is situational game management, because every play that he has in his arsenal, he has it typed out in some kind of way in a box, and it's telling me, if we are in this situation, these are the plays that I think will work best in this situation. That's what he has. But we sitting here saying, if we have that at Auburn, we sit here saying 3 guys go know what the best play is. Man, look at politics right now. We can't agree on nothing right now in the world. You expect 3 people to agree on one play call in a football
3 people equals a 6 and 7 season.
So what does this mean? What does this mean realistically? This means that Damari Austin and that offensive line have to play very, very well.
Yeah.
If you got multiple people calling plays, then when they dial up a run, it has to work. Damari Austin has to have. I feel like he has to be an 800 to 1,000 yard back this year at minimum, for this to work. Because the passing game, if one person is calling pass, man, I wish everybody could see this group chat because it was so telling. I want y'all to think about the play calling specifically. We highlighted that Oklahoma 3rd and 4 play. That play feels like a quarterback coach called that play. I want you to think about it. Derek Nix is a running back coach. Ken Austin is a quarterback coach. It feels like a quarterback coach called this play. It makes us predictable. I think, and I don't know. I like I said, I would just rather one voice, one identity being up.
Hey, hold on. Can I ask y'all something real quick? All right. Derek Nix is a new coordinator, correct?
Yeah, he was a position coach
before. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So New Mexico, was it New Mexico State or New Mexico?
He wasn't here then.
I'm saying when they came and beat us.
Oh, New Mexico.
They knew all Hugh Freeze's plays.
New Mexico State, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't it seem like we see who calling plays? It's the same script. It's already predictable. Like to your point, Tez, he's a running back coach, but we didn't run the football. We know who calling the plays. It just seems like a lie. It just seems like Nick, he's playing in our face again, like you said. And are we gonna be smart enough to call him on it?
Here's my thing, bro. Here's the thing. I if the way it was portrayed to the public,
right? That's important too.
The way it was portrayed to the public was as Coach Nix is going to be responsible for first down strategies and first down play calling. Coach Austin is going to be responsible for third down strategies and third down play calling. And we didn't know about second down. That wasn't addressed. But it also stated that Coach Freeze has the right to jump in and take over play calling at whatever point during the game, whenever he feels to. That's what was said. Now, you can interpret that many ways. Some people can interpret that as saying, okay, first down strategies and the play calls that's going to be called are going to be something that Derek Nix is responsible for. It doesn't mean he's calling the plays, but it does mean that he is the one that has strategized about this is particularly what would be the best play for first down in whatever situation. Third down is the same thing for third down, but it will just be Coach Austin doing that situation.
Right.
Other people and what it seems and what it feels like, because we're not. This is legitimate. This is a legitimate gripe and a legitimate feeling we have for the simple reason because the reason it feels that way is because of the fact that we have had a season of looking at an offense that looked inept in certain areas of the field when it was time for when we could clearly see that play calling in certain areas just did not feel right. It just felt like multiple people were calling plays. That's what it felt like. And so we have a gripe because the thing is now it just looks as if it's the same thing happening again. And the question that I have been asking all year long, at least for the I'm not saying all offseason long, but for at least for the past month and a half, is if this is a contributing factor to Auburn only winning 7-8 games this season with the talent on this roster and the schedule that's favorable to you, because you got games coming down the pike where you're gonna be playing a bunch of big name brands that are recruiting just as well, if not better than you, and coaches that are strategizing and probably strategizing and game planning better than you. If you're not able to take advantage of this roster, of this schedule with this talent on this roster, what do we expect from you in the next 2 to 3 years? That's the question.
Right.
On right now, man. I'm sorry, I had him on hold. It's our guy, Robert Smith. Robert, what's going on with you, my guy?
Robert, what's going on?
What's going on, you three?
Not much, man. Can y'all hear Robert?
That's right. Yeah, loud and clear.
Sure. Just want to make sure y'all can hear Robert because we was having problems before. My bad, Robert. Go ahead.
Shout out to IT.
Me live. It's me live in person. Well, Tez, would you admit if you had a play calling setup like that, I would be embarrassed to admit that. Would you not?
Yeah, I wouldn't admit it. I just take credit for it.
I'm the play caller. If you don't execute it, I'm gonna get on your ass. I mean, do you see Nick Saban doing some shit like this? No. I mean, I don't have a lot to say tonight other than that's really stupid if it's true. I'm having a hard time believing that's true.
If we watch,
it was supposed to be last year. It was the same thing last year, Robert. Supposedly,
the same.
Well, okay, Marcus. That's probably why. You know what? That's probably why none of that shit made sense to us last year.
I agree with that.
So I don't know if this is true. That's terrible news because I don't know. I mean, I'm not on any coaching staff or nothing at any school, but I don't see Lane Kiffin's staff doing that. I don't see I don't see some of the Sarkisian. He ain't gonna let multiple people call plays like that. You got one play caller and that's his job, and the players have to execute it. And that's the bottom line. I ain't gonna say a whole lot tonight and keep y'all tied up, but if this news is true, that's stupid. I wouldn't even admit that.
Robert,
it's embarrassing.
Me neither.
You got 3 people that feel the same way.
So, hey, look at here. Marcus got the money to rent us a venue if he wanted to.
I'm telling you.
Hey, man, my birthday was too big, Robert. I'm broke now. I got to recoup.
You probably packing $200 or $300 people give you yesterday.
Man. Hey, it sound good when you young, Robert. When you young, you get money. When you old, you spend money.
That's right. Well, I'm gonna get off here, but I hope that ain't true about this three-man play calling thing, because I don't see how you could get in a rhythm. I just don't see how that working. I don't do it. So, but that was very interesting. Hopefully it ain't true, but we'll see this season, I guess.
It's true, Robert.
We definitely will.
Okay. See y'all, fellas.
All right, then, Robert. Appreciate Robert calling in, man. For rocking with us around the water cooler, man. Let me get to some of these comments, man, because I want to highlight some of the comments that have come through, man. Let's look at some of these comments that have come through before we keep this thing moving and things and stuff of that nature, man. John Crane came in and said, man, once it pop up on the screen here, Shout out to John Crane for coming around the water cooler with us and rocking with us. He said, I feel like every month people that hate Auburn choose a narrative to blow up and twist into a negative story. And we take the bait. The golfing, the Freeze quote about the record, etc. Wake up, Auburn. John,
that's true.
Yeah,
I
was like,
John,
you're correct.
That's true,
but you can't. If you can't
right here is something.
We don't disagree. We don't disagree with you at all.
If you can't admit that this is kind of alarming, something is wrong. Because the thing about it is, it doesn't show progress from next season. I mean, from last season. That's what we're and that as fans, that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for a guy who's renowned as a great offensive play caller, dust off his playbook, and get to doing what he does best with the talent that we feel like is top tier in the SEC.
Yeah, John, we don't disagree with you on that because we feel honestly feel like a lot of the stories that have come out this offseason about Coach Freeze were just because Auburn was not winning. That's the reason. That's the main reason why. We have stated that plenty of times on this show. But the reason why I have a gripe about this particular situation is because we were told this, or it was found out. It was uncovered last year why that this was happening, and we saw how the offense looked. And I've always stated from goal line to the red zone, Auburn moved the ball. They moved the ball perfectly. We didn't have a problem with that. But when we got in the red zone, it just felt as if everything just kind of bogged down. And then even sometimes in some of those plays where the offense got stagnated and we had 3 and out stuff like that in certain games, it just looked like something was just wrong. It just looked like it was like multiple. It just looked like something just didn't seem right. And then when you look at certain plays in certain games to where it could have shifted the game either in our favor or it shifted the game away from us. The biggest one, I think the biggest one everybody talk about is the Oklahoma game, the pick 6. Like, why would you call, like, whoever called that, why would you call that play at that particular time in the game? Then I always go back to the 4th down play at the beginning of the 4th quarter against Georgia, especially when that game was still close enough to where Auburn was driving the ball on Georgia's side of the field, moving the ball against Georgia's defense. And you had an opportunity to go score and make that a 3. I think it would have been a 4-point game if Auburn would have scored with a full quarter to play, with a Georgia offense that wasn't playing great. So I feel where you're coming from, John. But my thing is, this particular one sends me over the edge because it's the same thing again. And if it happens again this year, he's giving himself plausible deniability to basically kind of blame it on somebody else again. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. That's all. That's all. Like, and it's a comment coming up that I want to address as well too, because I saw it and I'm like, all right, cool. And we mentioned it earlier. We said if it's collaboration during the week, we're not against that. But on the day of the game, if you have 3 people calling the plays on the day of the game, that's a problem. Right. I have never in my life been associated with any football team that I played on.
That headset going crazy.
Never seen that's what call plays.
So that's the thing is like, what is that? Okay, we're talking about it, but what does it actually look like in practice? Is it just
hold on. Go ahead. Just means more that it amazes me to the fans who don't know the inner workings of every team in the nation. I know enough to where on game day, I never saw 3 people calling plays. I never saw 3 people calling plays. I will always see the play caller signal to the signalers, and the signalers will signal to each position group to tell them what they need to do. I've seen that. I've never seen this person signal to the signalers, and then next thing you know, I see another guy who not even the offensive coordinator signal to the same signalers and tell them this is the play call. Never seen it. That's not cohesion.
The fans know 5 and 7.
That's all I'm saying. If you collaborating during the week, That's a different thing. And we mentioned that earlier. If you have a play call sheet, like we stated, play calling sheet with other coordinators have certain plays for certain downs and distances, for certain downs, for certain situations in the game. And they go off of that sheet because they say, if I'm in this situation or something similar to it, this play call right here is going to work for this particular situation. I've never seen another play caller literally just come out of the blue and Woodward and be like, all right, hold up, I'm gonna call this play right here. Never seen it. And I've been associated with a couple of football teams. Never seen it. It's just go ahead, Tez. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, like, we gotta understand, we gotta ask ourselves, what does that look like on game day in practice? Now, if we're talking about a situation where these other, so let's say like when we say play caller, are we talking about the person that puts the plays in the script? Because personally, I think that our scripts to begin games have been pretty decent. My suggestion would be to keep those scripts longer. Is when we get off script is when it becomes a problem, it seems like. But I guess what I'm saying is, in practice, what does that look like in the game, in actual, what does that look like? What does Hugh Freeze overriding a call look like? Because realistically, the play call sheet, the play call meter, what was it, 40 seconds in college? Yeah, 45 seconds for the play clock.
You talking about the play clock? It's 40 seconds. It's 40 seconds.
40 seconds. So that's not a lot of time.
And then guess what? You only get 25 seconds of call time in the headset
in the headset, right? So that's not a lot of time to call a play, have it approved or vetoed by the coach, and then implement that play. Yeah, so like, so this results in delays of games. This results in the plays coming in late in critical moments. When you see the quarterback scrambling, clapping, sitting on the side, sitting in the game, he's looking at the sideline, clapping his hands, waiting for the play because he's looking at the play clock and the play hasn't come in. This is largely because the play caller, whoever that is, and the head coach is now implementing himself in this moment. And we only have 40 seconds to get this done. So, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, on game day, these things have to work fluidly in these critical moments, because not only do you have this play call and this play clock situation go on, you got 100,000 people that are screaming at the top of their lungs, especially if you're on the road. And these may be the moments in games that decide not only the games, but seasons. And you have this conundrum of multiple people calling plays or inputting on game day. I want to know how it works, right? And maybe we making a lot out of nothing. Maybe it's because Hugh Freeze is just speaking fact or whatever it is, and he's
let's hope. I hope,
but for him to say it like that, and it's not that he just said it. It's that this has been a concern since the moment he said it. Before we saw what this offense ever looked like at Auburn, the moment he opened his mouth and said it was going to be play calling by committee, everybody in the fan base was like, how's that going to work? You know what I mean? And then we get the offenses that we got. First year, we got an offense that couldn't pass the ball, didn't even try. Second year, we got an offense that looked good, but then when it came time for them to make a really critical play, they called the wrong one every single time. So, like, what does it look like? Now, if he had a successful offense here at Auburn, did he have something to lean on and say, hey, we've been doing this, we won 10 games this season, but you won 6 and you won 5. So, like, everything you say is going to be criticized, right? So, I commend Hugh Freeze for being so honest, but, like, honestly, sometimes I wish he would know when it was just like time just not to say anything, because not answering this question probably would have been the best thing that he could have did.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna go back to Get Musty. Get Musty got it. He said, I don't think it's actually gonna go down like that. Hugh can't afford to this year. I think he's calling plays 100%. This is a smoke screen.
That's what I'm saying. Get Musty.
Plausible deniability. That's what it is. Yeah, we stated that already. I wholeheartedly feel it. I mean, like everything that I was told after the season was that Hugh Freeze called all the players last year. That's what I was told. I'm just saying. I was like, what?
That's what I was told as well. So
I was like, wait, what? Are you serious? Well, what? I was like, well, what is all this about? This whole play calling by committee and guys calling plays on first and second down? Nope, Hugh Freeze called all the plays. I said, wow. I said, okay. I said, all right. I said, just means more. Say if I were Freeze, I cut players and coaches from media and wouldn't do one interview. I think Ted's just kind of alluded to that.
Yeah.
Everything has gotten to be toxic because negativity gets clicks. This is the time of the year to be hype. Man, I've been hype all season. I've been the hypest Auburn fan talking in the Auburn sports all season. I was the first one to say Auburn was going to win 10 games this season. And you know what? Even though I had a little moment yesterday when I said what I said, but
though we won 11 in 2 years,
even I've been even when this show was every day per week, even when we was going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what was I saying? Man, Auburn gonna win 10 games, bro. And guess what? Auburn gonna beat Georgia and Alabama this year, this offseason. I mean this coming up season. I've been saying that all season.
So just means more like this is just means more. This is really just talk space for real. Auburn as a fan base, man, we don't give up like that. This season is sold out already. Like we won 6 games, we won 5 games. People don't even know what's gonna come, and they excited about this season. So like, this is just talk space where we're giving our opinions on it. But like in reality, the Auburn fan base hasn't given up on this team or anything like that. Like,
no, not at all.
We're one of the only teams that, despite the record, like this team doesn't have to give us wins for us to show up for them. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of fan bases that can say that. So like, don't get it confused with just like, hey, we in flux or whatever. Like, we just want better. We actually just want to get rewarded our 9-10 games for showing up instead of the 5 and 6. That's all.
But the thing is,
but I would say this, though.
Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if Crane said it or just means more said it. After this Baylor game, we're gonna know how to feel.
Oh yeah, we definitely will.
We're gonna and barring how that looks, I'm gonna either be very emotional or I'm gonna be very excited. So it's just like I can't wait. I'm just so hyped to see what that Baylor game gonna look like.
And you know what you can watch the Baylor game at? You can watch it here. Around the water cooler, live game watch, August 29th. 15 minutes before every Auburn kickoff this season, your boy Nick will be here. Showing, man, we're gonna watch the whole game. We're gonna watch the game. We're gonna be here 15 minutes before kickoff. Then we're gonna watch the game, halftime, watch the second half, and then we're gonna stay for about 3 to 5 minutes after post game. And then we're gonna shoot it over to Auburn Addicts TV so you can get the official post-game reaction show with DC, Marcus, the mayor, and Tez. So I'm telling you, man, y'all want to go ahead and subscribe over here to Water Cooler Talk Sports, hit the notification bell, and to Auburn Addicts TV, because guess what? It's gonna be lit all season, man. So I'm telling you, come watch the game with us. And if you want to call in right now, here's the call-in number, 334-521-2679. Again, 334-521-2679. It's the call-in number if you want to call in and rock with us and give us your perspectives. Give us your thought process on it. We want to hear from you, the people. That's what we want to hear from, the people. The people. Let us know where we wrong. Tell us if you feel like tell us where we wrong at. Because trust me, none of this stuff is personal. This is all just us talking. In words of Tez, it's a talk space. We're Auburn fans, we SEC fans, we college football fans, and we talk about this and we debate stuff like this all the time. It's just like you in the barbershop. That's all it is. We're just in the barbershop. That's it.
Or around the water cooler.
Or around the water cooler. You're right. Or we're around the water cooler. You know, well, that's actually where we are, around the water cooler. But man, there it is. Call number 334-521-2679. 334-521-2679. All right, I want to ask y'all this question. Let's progress a little bit. Early in the chat, I want to say it was John Crane. I think John Crane early in the chat stated this, and I'm gonna go back and see if I can find that find that quote because I actually saw that and I said, that actually that might be could that be the difference maker in it? And I'm gonna find that real quick.
Oh, you talking about the same script? You talking about the same script with better talent?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping too, Crane.
Or it was John Crane.
It was Crane.
It was Crane.
Yeah, Crane said it.
There it is, right here. So John Crane put this up. He said, same script, but that script will work when the talent is elite. That's the difference. So let's put a positive spin on this thing. Let's put a positive spin on it. You know what I'm saying? It has been proven to work with elite. So we saying that this roster is elite. According to blue chip ratio, 64% blue chip ratio on this roster. I think that ranks like 12th to 13th in the country, right around Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So with better talent, well, what's perceived to be better talent on the roster, same script, better talent. You got better special teams this year. Alex McPherson is back. Seems to be he was kicking 45 plus yards in camp. So that's promising to hear. Does the play calling does what the perception of publicly of we have 3 different people calling plays? Will that work with better talent? What are y'all thoughts on that?
Will it work with better talent? What do we mean by work? 8 games work? I mean, it almost worked last year.
I've given you my thought process. I've given you my. I've told you. Hold up, before we get into that. Before you answer that, I want y'all to think about that for a minute. Robert Smith asked the question. He said, "Nick, what format you going to show the game on here and comment during how it's going to work?" Okay, so we can't license. We can't show the game. We can't show the actual game feed because we have to pay a licensing fee for that. And Water Cooler Talk ain't there yet. We ain't just there. It's just gonna be real. We ain't there yet. We're gonna be there soon one day, but we ain't there. So basically, what you're gonna see is you're gonna be able to see stats on the screen on the screen. The live chat will be embedded into the actual screen, so you'll see everybody's chats pop up in the middle of the screen as they comment. There will be a ticker at the bottom of the screen that's going to give you up-to-date college football information. There is a scoreboard that will be embedded in the screen. So you'll see time, you'll see timeouts, you'll see score, you'll see play clock. I mean, not play, you see game clock, down and distance, and everything like that. And you also see my face. You know, my box will be up there as well too. But also we have some. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. The graphics packages and everything I've been working on are going to be legit. When you see it, you're gonna be like, man, is this ESPN? I'm telling y'all, the only thing y'all gonna be missing is like the actual game film, the game feed. So you can actually sit down, see the stats on the screen, see the actual chat that everybody in the chat talking. Their comments will pop up on the screen in the middle of the chat, and you'll have the RSS feed at the bottom, and you'll have the game, the clock as well. So it's gonna be pretty dope. It's gonna be pretty dope, man. So I hope all of y'all come through. But go ahead, Tez. Go ahead. My bad. I just had to answer
that. What was I saying actually?
Yeah, we was basically saying John Crane was saying like same script, more elite talent would give us a better outcome.
I mean, yeah, technically it would. I mean, because like we said, we was a field goal kicker this year from 8 games. So theoretically what you're saying is true. But however, the same script also gives us this possibility of ended up winning 5 games like we did this year. Right? So like so like the script this year, we had better talent than a couple of teams that we lost to. Right? We had better talent, but the way the script played out, it put us in position to be competitive in some games that we should have we should have blown teams out.
Mm-hmm.
That Oklahoma game, we were up big. It had no business for that game being close. That Missouri game had no business being close. We should have scored touchdowns on Vanderbilt. That game had no business being close. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that script, no matter how much talent you have, if that script if it falters and it just not doing what it's supposed to do, you're gonna end up being in. No matter how good your defense is, you're gonna end up being in these close games, and you're gonna always be looking for talent to step up in close games against teams that you had no business even being in close games against.
I agree with that.
And that's the problem. Like, that's what we don't want. We don't want to look up. Listen, when you handle business, you get to put your backups in. You get to prepare the next quarterback. You get to those 4 games now that they give red shirts. You get to get them meaningful minutes. They get to play whole halves. So the next season, when it comes up, that talent is already experienced. We don't necessarily get to do that at all, because those games that we should be winning handedly like that, because of this game script, regardless of the talent that we have, we end up in these games close.
What's up,
so
Curtis?
We never get to see these back.
What up, Phil? What up, Phil? What's going on, Phil?
What's up, Phil?
Where you been, Phil? What's up, Phil? What's going on, bro?
He been working, man. That new power finna drop.
Yeah, that new power. Yeah,
he said new power finna drop.
Yeah, Phil
So,
working, man. What up, Phil? Hope you feeling all right, my guy. Hey, you know that the origin story, the power coming out, Phil. We appreciate that, my guy. We appreciate that. My bad, Tez. Go ahead. We just had.
Oh no, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, man, like that script, bro. Like it keeps us out of these matchups that we don't need to be in, and it allows us in these against inferior opponents to just beat them, and then let our backups and our second string and our third string get opportunities, so that if they do get their name called, listen, when Tua stepped in the game for Alabama, he had played a lot of football there. Because they was beating the hell out of everybody. He was getting whole halves to himself. So it was no question. That's why it was not that hard of a decision for Nick Saban to make. Because he had seen him against SEC competition. If something like that happens to us, we just gonna be taking a shot in the dark. You know what I mean? Nobody knew what Hank Brown was gonna look like when he went in the game. For real, other than that, against a couple of reps against that Alabama State game, but because the offense was working, you even let them stay in too long in that game. I'm like, all right, bro. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. The script, the roster management, the game management, that's always been the question. And to hear him say this, something that all of us largely disagree with, is just disheartening to hear. Now, if it wins 10 games, so be it. I'll be the first one to cheer for it. But I'm just saying, I don't like this approach. That's all.
Yep. Fifth said he got promoted. He said working hard, got promoted to management at an insurance company. Shout out to Phil. Phil. What's up, Phil? Congratulations, Phil. Congratulations, man. I hope y'all doing good, man. Hope y'all still, man. We happy to have you back, man. Happy to have you back, bro. Hope everything good, man. John Crane said, if I give Al Borges, Robbie Ashford, TJ Finley, or even Thorne, it looks awful in terms of passing because the talent just isn't there. Jason made the difference. Not saying play calling doesn't matter. Your thoughts on that?
Jason
Campbell.
Jason Campbell made the difference.
Yeah, is what he's saying.
I don't know, man. We saw Peyton Thorne go and throw for 3,000 yards at Michigan State. So who was their coach then? He took Peyton Thorne and he didn't look awful passing.
But that's the thing. If the quarterback can't throw the ball very well, it's your job as a head coach to find out schemes to propel him to succeed, to put your team in a winning position.
Right.
You're trying to throw a quarterback in a situation that you know he lacks talent in, and trying to make him run your scheme, and he's failing, and we're sticking with it. That's the craziest thing I ever seen. If you know he can't throw the ball, you know he suffers at accuracy, and you're trying to make him throw 5-yard stops every first down, and your receivers have to drop to their ankles or go sky high to catch the ball. Why are we still doing that every first down? Game in and game out. We've seen that. The script is being that repetitive. Everybody in Oklahoma knew. I mean, in Auburn knew on that Oklahoma play when he checked that he was finna throw the ball. We just didn't know if he was gonna throw it across the middle or throw it on the stop route.
Right.
Dude took a read step and fell right back in the passing lane. The script is getting played. All right, and Crane, I feel you. If the talent is there, yes, the talent can make reads and use talent, their natural born talent, to do something dramatic and get us that first down. But why do we have to bank on that game in and game out? That's like Ted said, that's gonna get you in a situation where he's gonna have to outcoach somebody at some point this year.
Marcus. Yeah, that play that you just described, Marcus. How exotic was that on that cover 3?
Oh, it was nothing. That man took a read step.
That was basic, wasn't it?
Very basic. He took a read step. Look,
it was a disguise. He disguised it. It was a disguise.
It was a personal disguise, though, not like.
Man, that man took a 2-step read step to sell like he was coming in and pop back up. He showed his numbers, Nick. Like what Coach say when he popped up broad chest, he showed all his. You seen his whole chest plate.
But the thing is, like, okay, so to the point, he did. It was a disguise because you know. But when you go back and look at that play, I don't even think Peyton Thorne's eyes went in that direction. I think his eyes went straight to Sam Jackson when that play happened, because that's exactly that's who he threw the ball to. But if you go back and watch that play, we're talking about the pick 6 against Oklahoma. Old buddy, legit, you know, he if you think about it, if I'm not mistaken, I think the defensive end even dropped back in coverage as well. Dropped back in coverage. If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And they brought a linebacker in his spot. And dude, he faked the blitz and he dropped back out and he actually was falling back. He actually almost fell down when he made the interception. He almost fell down when he made the interception. But I mean, it was a little bit of a disguise there. But I mean, when you go back and look at that play, I don't even think Peyton Thorne saw it. To be honest with you,
it was not so much on Peyton Thorne, but what I mean is it was a classic defensive coordinator has a bead on what you want to do offensively. Yeah. It wasn't this situation where like sometimes it get tried to made to be like Peyton Thorne's just should have seen this coming. And he probably should have, but it was like more so. I know exactly what you finna do with this football, and I know exactly what you want to do with this football. You lining up 5 wide. I'm gonna call this because I know exactly where you want to go with this football, and I'm gonna trap you into going there. I'm gonna show you everything pre-snap to show you that this is open because I know what you want to do with this football. That is a detriment to the coach.
Yes,
and that is the most basic of play calling on the defense that you can have. Because when you come out in there and you see that as a coach, you gotta know you should have had coach your players to be looking for that. Like this is the one thing that can't happen. Mm-hmm. They can't bluff blitz. You can't fall for that. Mm-hmm. If you see this look right here, the one thing that can hurt me is if one of these guys are dropping off the line. But that's the only thing that can hurt me on this fact.
But that's the thing about what I was saying last year about Hugh Freeze telling Peyton Thorne his reads. Because if you're telling a quarterback his reads, he doesn't have a chance to check that right there. All he gonna do is he gonna see that bluff. All right, he bluffing. I was told that my quick read is that tight end. That linebacker bluffed that blitz. He popped back. It's a pick.
He was throwing hot.
Yeah. Just means more said it wasn't just QB. It was interception followed by offsides or other penalties followed by running back fumbling followed by a sack. It was late second quarter before Auburn actually got going. By then, play calling has to change. Y'all thoughts on that?
A lot, but
discipline.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Discipline falls on the coach as well. It means more discipline falls on the coach as well. I understand the personal mistakes with the fumbles. I know Jaquez Hunter got script one game. I understand that, but our defense also put us in positions to overcome that with good coaching. late in games, we were still in games that bad coaching put us out of position on.
What's up, Kent, man? Kent, I don't even think I shouted you out, man. I done went through a lot of your comments and I didn't shout you out, man. Appreciate you coming around, man. Appreciate that, man. Just means more same to you as well. I don't know if this is your first time around the water cooler with us, but if it is, shout out to you. John Crane have been around the water cooler with us a lot, so but still, shout out to John Crane for coming around, man, and rocking with us as well, man. But this is the first time I seen Kim, and I wanted to welcome him around the water cooler with us, man. My bad, my apologies for that, man. We was just deep in the discussion, and I didn't even get a chance to welcome you around the water cooler. But go ahead, fellas. I just had to say that before we got done. Oh, before we do that, Chris Sullivan 567. What do y'all think of Arkansas this year? Been hearing a lot about the running back. Well, Chris, I'll tell you this, man. I think Auburn actually loses to Arkansas this year when they travel to Fayetteville. I think Arkansas, I'm gonna just be real. I think Arkansas is one of those sneaky teams that people are, and it's me and Tez, this is funny because we actually looked at this a couple of nights ago.
I got to get that out, man. So
we actually looked at this a couple of nights ago, man, and it brought up some questions about why do maybe Arkansas fans have more reasons to feel a certain way about it. But when you're looking at Sam Pittman's record, he only has 2 losing seasons. One of the seasons was the COVID year, and then year before last, I think he went 4-8. But all the other years he been at Arkansas, he done won bowl games. I think he went 3-0 in bowl games or something like that.
Yeah,
and he has had winning seasons. I tell you this, man, Arkansas is a sleeper to me, and normally, if I'm going by history and stuff like that, Auburn should go into Fayetteville and put a whooping on Arkansas this year. They should. But when I look at what Arkansas has, Taylor Green another year in the system with Bobby Petrino. I think T. Will gonna have that defense locked and loaded again this year. It's the energy that T. Will brings to a defensive room when he's just in the building. It's just a building, and he's a defensive coordinator. I honestly think that Auburn loses to Arkansas on the road this year. That's one of the games. Those are one of the 2 games I got Auburn losing this year. Is at Arkansas. Like I think Arkansas is to be a really good team this year. Chris, to your point, I think Arkansas got a chance to win 8-9 games this year, man. I'm just being real. Like I think it's a possibility.
I said but I don't agree. I would just co-sign, and I don't agree that Arkansas is gonna be Auburn. But
I mean, I feel what you're saying. I'm telling you, I think they do.
But
I think Arkansas should be just as optimistic as us about our season. Outside of I think their defense is going to be their question mark, but I think they should be.
Let me not say it. I think the defense is going to be more proven this year. I mean, they did lose Landon Jackson on the front side, but I don't think they lost anybody in the secondary. I think they got majority of their secondary coming back. Just being honest,
they got a lot of transfer pieces too. So like.
Same thing with Mississippi State, but don't nobody want to agree with me on Mississippi State. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
It's just like from Arkansas, I'm optimistic too.
Mississippi State gonna win a bowl game this year. I'm telling you, boy, Mississippi State is going to win 6 games this year. They're gonna win 6 games and go bowling. I'm trying to tell y'all. Nobody want to believe it. Nobody want to believe it. I'm trying to tell y'all, and I'm telling y'all, Mississippi State gonna win a bowl game. Arkansas gonna probably win 8-9 games, and Tennessee's gonna have the worst fall off you ever seen this year. Tennessee probably win like 5-6 games this year. I'm being real, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
But to your point, man, Taylor Green actually probably, I would, in terms of talent, I would put him actually at the top of the league.
Yeah, that's why I said their offense shouldn't be questionable. Like I think with him at the helm of their offense, they in good hands. That's just my thought.
Like Taylor Green, I put up there with.
Yeah, get musty. I'm
some of the best. Like
I think we lose Arkansas. Dog. I think we lose Arkansas again.
I take Taylor Green over Arch Manning right now. I take Taylor Green over Jackson Arnold.
Yeah, I would wait on you to say it.
I put Taylor Green in the upper echelon of quarterbacks in this league right now. and you have a defense with a defensive coordinator that I respect, who I know is going to be aggressive. I know that T. Will's going to have those boys aggressive, right? We know that for sure. And I know like that offense and the talent that they have, I think it's going to be pretty tough to come by. Now in the little rank that I did, I don't have them ranked very high, but I think that's just because a lot of the other teams in the league have gotten better too. So I don't know. Arkansas is the wild card for this year. Either they're the team. Them and Missouri, I think, can put a wrench in this whole SEC conversation that we have. And I think those two teams right there.
Yep.
We can look at the end of the year and be like,
we didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah. They in 4 and 5 or something like that. So, I mean, 4th and 5th teams, not record for us 4 and 5. The 4th and 5th teams in the SEC, they very much so can do that. Now, I didn't predict them to do that, but
at least we didn't get musty right here on Tennessee, because I'm telling you, bro, I think Tennessee is going to be garbage this year. I'm telling you, bro, Syracuse is going to beat Tennessee game 1. I'm trying to tell you.
That's a strong statement.
Syracuse is going to be Tennessee in game 1. Like
I think they fall out though.
I'm telling you, bro, Syracuse is going to beat Tennessee game 1. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, bro.
It's gonna be interesting, bro.
Syracuse
I think Tennessee's still gonna be able to run the ball. And if you can run the ball, you can go 7-6.
Ricky Collins is projected to be their starting quarterback at Syracuse. You know where he transferred from? LSU.
Okay. Coy Moore transferred from LSU too.
Yeah, nah, we don't. That's a different story. Hey, but you know, Coy Moore is the best. Nah, but I'm just saying, man. I think, man, Syracuse, like a lot of people saying Syracuse fell off from last year. I think what did Syracuse win? 8-9 games last year, something like that.
I think like 8, anyway, 8-5 maybe.
Yeah, I think it was like 8-5, 9-4 or something. And a lot of people saying Syracuse potentially is gonna have a fall off season this year. So like I'm telling y'all, Syracuse may have a fall off season, but they're gonna create some buzz with that first game at the Georgia Dome when they go play Tennessee and beat them. Now I'm not sitting here saying they're gonna just dog walk Tennessee, but they're gonna beat Tennessee, and that's gonna be the story for the next week when Monday hit.
What's the floor for Tennessee?
The floor?
Yeah, just tell. What do you think?
My floor for Tennessee this year is 5 games. Now, here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. You bring in, you had the first college football trade in college football history. You traded Nico to UCLA, and you traded Aguilar to Tennessee. That's what you did.
Basically.
Joey Aguilar regressed in year 2 from year 1 at Appalachian State. Joey Aguilar's numbers, year 1 at Appalachian State, 3,700 yards, 66% completion percent, 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions is what he had. Year 2 at Appalachian State, just over 3,000 yards passing, dropped his completion percentage from 66 to 55%, went from 33 to 23 touchdowns, and increased his interceptions by 4 to 14. That man regressed from year 1 to year 2 at Appalachian State. And you telling me that quarterback who did not have a spring at Tennessee is about to come in and just take over?
Well, here's the thing. So in my rings, I think I had Tennessee at 13. And I'm not comfortable with that. I would love to have them higher than that because I respect Josh Heupel. Josh Heupel has had multiple 1,000-yard running backs at Tennessee and at UCF. He runs a system that is quarterback friendly. That's why I'm not as big on like, whether a quarterback will do well. Like quarterback's gonna put up numbers in this system. They spread the field out so far that the reads are really, really simple. That's why they run the ball as well. And
hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta put this one up. Get much. He said, man, Syracuse beat Tennessee. He said he gonna buy Syracuse gear and wear it that Monday. All right. Okay. All right. I'm telling you. I got the floor for Tennessee at 5 games. I got the floor at Tennessee for 5 games. But go ahead.
And I think Tennessee defensively is going to be pretty decent. So it was tough for me to put them down that far, man. Like even with losing Nico,
Okay, all
I
right.
just
Okay,
feel
so
like
why was it tough for you to put them down there? Like, okay, let's look at their roster. Look at what they got coming back. They barely got offense. Wendell Moore, who was thinking about coming to Auburn to transfer from Arizona. Wendell Moore. I mean, make sure I'm saying his name right. He was actually thinking about coming to Auburn. The only reason why he went to Tennessee because he was going to be able to get on the field quicker because our interior offensive line was already set. He was going to actually end up being a backup in Auburn. So he went to Tennessee. He was going to block for Nico. That's their piece on the offensive line. And I think their center is somebody that a lot of teams are looking at. Squirrel White transferred. You know what Squirrel White at? He with Gus and FSU. Brew McCoy gone. Brew McCoy medically retired from football. He was an NFL guy. He medically retired. Nico gone. As much as people talk about Nico was a playoff quarterback. He was the quarterback of a playoff team last year.
I give you that.
Dylan Sampson gone. The defense that was on that side, you lost a very big piece on the defensive side for Tennessee last year. Like a very big piece. He in the NFL now. I do not see. I don't see where Tennessee got better in the portal to replace what they lost of the guys that were staples of that team, and to even add more pieces to make the team better. I don't see it. I'm telling you, man. This season for Tennessee is going to be one where, at the end of the season, Josh Heupel. I'm predicting this. At the end of the season, Josh Heupel is going to get so much heat for what happened with Nico that he gonna get blamed for it because of the season that Tennessee gonna have. Because a lot of people and do not let Nico go to UCLA and ball out, and UCLA end up being in contention. I'm not saying they go to the playoffs, but don't let UCLA end up being in contention in the conversation for being a playoff team. Boy, the noise that's going to be in Knoxville around Josh Heupel is going to be ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Appreciate
that would be
Chris.
crazy.
Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, man.
That would be crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm looking at Tennessee and I'm like, man, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Like the 24, them ranked at 24 in the AP poll is based off last year. And plus, we know all AP polls are kind of based off what you did last year. Stuff like that. It's not projecting what you have this year, because if you projecting this year, I can make the argument that excuse me. If you project this year, I can make the argument that Auburn should have been at least in the top 20.
I feel like, like I said, I feel like the system that they run in Tennessee is very quarterback friendly. I feel like Josh Heupel has done a great job of getting 1,000-yard rushes, and when you can run the ball, especially in the SEC,
I agree with you on that. Just means more. I agree with you on that.
Especially in the SEC, man, you can win football games. And while I have them ranked low, they're one of those teams that is like, if Tennessee blows this up, it wouldn't be surprising, man. I'm big on coaches. Like, I think coaches are one of the most important pieces to the puzzle of this whole thing. And I respect Josh Heupel as a coach, as a play caller. He won 9 games with Joe Milton at quarterback. So, I mean, I don't know. I know they got a lot of new pieces. They got some pieces leaving, but like I just feel like even if they finish at the bottom, even if we look up in Tennessee is a 5-game, 5-7 at the end of the year, it's gonna be 2024 Auburn 5-7, where they were in these games.
Okay.
And they were a tough out to beat. It's not gonna be like when teams looking at them, it's so much as a fall off. And like I said, his track record at Tennessee, even if he gets flack for the Nico situation, he's won 9 games, 10 games, 11 games. It's tough for you at Tennessee for them to look at him and be like, hey, we're gonna give you grief for this one decision over this one. Well, I know fans are gonna do that because they're fans. But the university.
But you was a playoff team last year, and fans gonna be like, man, okay, if that's happening, and then you
but you got to think about
what Nico potentially does at UCLA, and I know the narrative is Nico ain't got nobody at UCLA. There's nothing at UCLA. He's with a guy who's never called plays at all as an offensive coordinator. But
you gotta think about it.
If he does do it, people gonna be like, "Yo, bro, like I don't know if y'all made a decision. Y'all like it's going to be a narrative that's gonna be pushed.
It's gonna be a narrative more so by the fans and maybe the media. But you got to think about it like this: you just gave us all the reasons why Tennessee is going to fail, and you mentioned a whole lot of players that aren't there, and a whole lot of players that they lost. So like, if they do fail, it's not specifically going to be just because of the Nico situation. It'll be because of roster attrition. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and the people that know football will know that, but the fans, of course, fans will be like,
No. I agree with you there, but see, that's going to play into the narrative as well too, because the narrative, the reason why Nico left was because allegedly he was asking for what are y'all going to do to upgrade the roster, because a lot of the guys that we were leaning on this past season are leaving, going to the draft. What are you doing? What are you doing in the December portal period to add talent around me so I can help raise my draft stock and keep us at a level to where we're competitive in the country? And apparently they didn't do that. You know, Tennessee didn't bring in much stuff. I mean, they didn't bring in much talent. So be part of the narrative as well. So my thing is like, if that's the case, if it's roster attrition, but then you was going to depend on this one guy to end up, you know, being the savior and all types of stuff like that, and you blaming it on the fact that, well, it's because he was asking for so much money. Well, maybe he was asking for so much money because you didn't do nothing in the portal, where everybody who entered the portal. We all know that the December portal is the most active portal. That's the one when guys are trying to get in to get to their new school so they can get in and get on with spring ball. That's known. But the thing is, like, you didn't do nothing in that portal window when it was your hottest, when you were a playoff team, and teams could have been like, all right, I can go to Tennessee and we can still make this a thing, because now this is a playoff team where talent is looking like, okay, Tennessee a playoff team, we can go there, we can go compete next year and probably make it and probably push for a national championship. You didn't do anything. And then you lost the quarterback of the team to another team that was horrible last year. That just sucked.
I got a question.
I got
a question for you.
I got a question as well.
Go ahead.
So are we going to blame Heupel or are we going to blame the GM?
Yeah, I mean, okay, when we say Heupel, okay, let's be real. When we say Heupel, we talk about the organization. Like when you say Nick Saban, you talk about Alabama. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talk about. But when we say Hugh Freeze, talking about Auburn as an organization, it's just a euphemism that you use. So Tennessee,
I've been talking about him.
Oh, you talking? Okay, okay, all right.
That's what I'm saying. Because you said that he gonna get blamed at the end of the season.
Depends on what the conversation is. Sometimes
you know
I
what
be talking about that dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
But to your point, Urban Meyer basically said that. When it happened, he basically said, and I know a lot of people don't agree with Urban Meyer and with some of the things that he said and have done, but you know, Urban Meyer basically said that, yeah, you probably made the right moral decision, but you play a game every year, third Saturday in October, that if you lose, what you gonna do? Go out in midfield and say, hey, I'm sorry we lost the game, but we made the right decision back in the spring.
Right.
Like, I mean, we live in a world where people want results. So
that's true.
It's hard. I understand where Tennessee was coming from, but I also understand where Nico was coming from too in this era of college football and as an organization. If he's considered your star player, if he's the guy that you are building the program around to get guys to come to, you let him walk. So, my question to you is this though, Nick. It's okay. Two parts. Where do you have Tennessee now? Right now,
scale of 1 to 10, where would you put them in terms of how they'll finish
before they play a game?
Yeah, in terms of how they'll finish in the SEC.
I got Tennessee. You really want to know where I think they finish in the SEC this year? Like, you really want to know where they finish? I think they finished I think they finished like 13 or 14.
13. That's where I had them. 13. Okay.
I got them finishing like 13 or 14. I got Kentucky at the bottom.
Especially after that pitch they took.
Yeah, I potentially got Kentucky at the bottom. Actually, I may have them lower because that would be a precipitous fall. So I probably have them like 14th or 15th. in the SEC there. Probably
so 14 to 15. Where would you have them if the Nico situation hadn't have happened and he just stayed? Everything else being included. Everything they lost, everything. The only thing different is the Nico situation.
The only difference with the Nico situation, I would probably still have them. I would probably still have them closer to the bottom half of the SEC. I mean, because there is still no talent. Like there's nothing that he's going to.
That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to figure out. Was the crux of what you? Yeah, was the crux of what you were saying based on the Nico situation, or was it based on just
no?
Overall?
No, what I'm saying is, I think Nico could have won you a game or two, and that probably, in my opinion, I think that would have raised your floor to probably 6 or 7. But right now I got your floor at 4 or 5. But Nico probably could have won you a game or two, and Nico probably would have had a statistically a great year this coming up season if he was there. Probably would have had a great year because he would have to do so much. But the thing is, your running back, we don't. He's gonna have to prove himself this season. You see what I'm saying? You gonna have to prove himself. He's gonna have to prove himself this season. Squirrel White, who was gonna be your returning wide receiver, is now at Florida State with Gus Malzahn.
That's true.
You got a lot of young receivers in that room. Your offensive line is kind of. I don't know. I mean, I don't think the offensive line probably mid of the conference, probably a mid-tier offensive line of the conference, if that. And then you talking about who gonna rush the passer? Somebody gonna have to step up and rush the passer. You Tennessee leaned on their defense heavily last year. They leaned on the defense and the run game heavily last year, and a big part of that defense is in the NFL now.
Yeah. I mean, but that's Josh Heupel football though. That's realistically how he wants to play.
But when we look at those Tennessee teams from when Hendon Hooker was the quarterback and when Joe Milton lost his job as a starter quarterback to Hendon Hooker, when we look at those teams, there was talent around those guys. Like I'm looking at it now and I'm saying, yeah, you got talent, but it's a lot of young talent. You know what I'm saying? If I had to put it in a situation, Tennessee is probably like Auburn last year on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of young talent, a lot of young guys. That's probably going. A lot of freshmen that played. What was it? Auburn play like the most freshmen on defense or something like that last year, or something like that in the country. Tennessee's like that across the board with their team. A lot of young guys that's gonna have to get out there and prove themselves, in my personal opinion. So I that's just how I see it when I look at Tennessee.
So this will be Josh Heupel's worst season as a coach.
I think it will be. I think it will be Josh Heupel's worst season as a head coach at Tennessee. I think it will be. Just being honest. Just being honest. It is what it is.
I mean, that's fair. Like I'm not. Like I said, I got him at 13th. So I mean, and it was just based on looking at all the other teams that they would have to beat and not thinking that they would beat them. So.
Robert Smith said Kentucky, Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Vandy bottom teams. That's the bottom 4 right there.
Mississippi State.
But see, I'm trying to figure out. Like, Mississippi State goes 6-6. Would they be bottom half, or would they be that third tier of teams in the SEC as the fourth? Like of the four tiers in the SEC, like top 4, second 4, third 4, 4. Is Vanderbilt borderline from the bottom tier to the third tier in that situation?
I don't know.
I mean, because if you ask Diego Pavia, he ready to play Auburn, man. That's what he said. Did y'all see that video?
Yeah.
Man, he said he ready, man. He said he ready for it. Ed Darby in the chat, Mr. 21. Can you do something for man? What up, Ed? What's going on, man? Kim came in and said, man, Auburn won't lose to Arkansas. Their best wide receiver went to Oklahoma. A lot of unproven receivers. Okay. I think Omega Blake, if I'm not mistaken, is a receiver is one of those receivers that's at
from Arkansas.
That's at Arkansas. Dude he ain't a scrub, bro. He is not a scrub.
No.
Just means more said, what's J.A. numbers game 1? Hoping 250, 2 touchdowns, 50 yards, and 1 touchdown. In order for Auburn to win that game, I would love to see him. I would love to see him throw north of 300. I would love
north of 300 yards.
Yeah, I would love to see him. I would love to see him throw north of 300. Will it happen? Probably not. So if I had to be more realistic, I'd probably be somewhere like 277, 270, somewhere between 270 and 280.
I think he throws for under 250 yards.
You think so?
I think he throws for more touchdowns, but under 250 yards. Well, because we talked about this in one time before where I said if I was Baylor, I would just load the box and force him to play plays over top of the defense, right?
Yeah.
But he's playing Dave Aranda. Dave Aranda is going to sit in the too high shell, and he's going to bring exotic blitzes up underneath.
Okay.
It's going to be very tough for us to push the ball down the field. He's not going to give us a lot of time.
Yeah, Dave Aranda, he runs a 3-4 multiple defense, just so y'all know.
He's not going to give us a lot of time to push the ball down the field. And then when we do get it down the field, it's going to be a cover 2 shell back there. So, like, it's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
They going to prevent – he's going to play those outside receivers. Eric Singleton is going to be critical for us. Malcolm Simmons is going to be critical for us in that game. Those underneath routes are going to be very critical. So, man, I honestly think that this game, you're going to see a lot of Damari Austin. You're going to see that running back room shine. You're going to see if we were to win this game, you're going to see us pushing them around up front and running the ball.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think he throws north of 250. I would love to see him go over 300, but I don't think it happens. I think he's probably gonna be somewhere between 270 and 280. I honestly think he's probably gonna have 2+ touchdowns. So I'm gonna go 3 passing touchdowns. I'm gonna be real with you. Because of Baylor's defense, because they gave up a lot of explosive plays last year in the back end, I don't think Jackson Arnold runs the ball that much. I don't see that happening in this particular game. I think that you got a lot of guys that's gonna be back in that defense. Devin Boyd, who's gonna be on that back end. Is it Carl Williams the fourth? I think he's gonna be back there. Tevin Williams, the third, is gonna be one of those cornerbacks back there as well for Baylor. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, I don't know, bro. I honestly think Jackie Marshall's going to be rushing the quarterback. So Jackie Marshall's going to be the defensive end rushing the quarterback. He's a legit pass rusher. I think he's pretty good. Yeah, he's going to be going up against Xavier Chaplin. But I'm telling you, man, the back end of that defense, bro, I actually think that if they give Jackson Arnold 4 to 5 seconds, if he can get 4 to 5 seconds in the pocket, somebody's going to be open. That's just how confident I am that secondary is just going to bust a lot of plays.
I think he's going to throw for more touchdowns than 2 touchdowns. I'd say 3 touchdowns, but less than 250 yards. It's about 235 yards, 220-something yards.
Okay. I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun.
I think the defense is gonna give him a lot of short fields.
Oh, okay, you talking about Auburn's defense is gonna give Auburn a lot of short. Okay, and that makes a lot of sense. Then it would. Okay, that makes sense.
I think he go over 100 yards rushing
in this game.
Yep.
Ooh,
that's a bold one.
That is a bold statement. That's a bold one right there. I would be surprised if he hit 50 yards in this game. I'd be surprised if Jackson hit 50 yards.
You know what, though, man? Because of how Hugh Freeze always talks about that Alabama game in regards to Jackson Arnold. If he did get over 100 yards rushing, I wouldn't be surprised if they fed him the ball 20 times in this game.
That's
you might be on to something, Marcus.
Right. You're right. You got
I think that he's gonna struggle in this game with gripping the playbook. First off, and the safe plays are going to be the quarterback runs and him improvising and breaking when plays break down and scrambling. And I think that's going to contribute to a lot of his rushing yards and rushing touchdowns.
Okay. I like it. We'll see what happens. Sweet stuff. What's up, my guy? He said, Mr. Prediction Show. I have Auburn at 9-3 this year. I know this says 32, but I'm pretty sure he's saying 9-3. With losses to Georgia, Bama, and Oklahoma. We didn't do a prediction show. We're doing a prediction show not this coming Monday, but the Monday of the game week. We're doing prediction shows for the season. Kemph in his name, he said, yeah, I can go with Syracuse beating Tennessee. I like that. Shout out to Kemph, man. I can't pronounce it. Is it Taco or Toka? Let me know how it's pronounced. Put like the phonetical spelling in there so I can sound it out. Ed Darby, Mr. 21 said that's if Hugh Freeze and crew called runs, not RPOs. That part,
right.
That part.
They
Right.
said he's mentioned to Marcus's point and to Ed Darby's point. He's mentioned that like he's got to get Jackson Arnold to stop being so greedy on the RPOs.
I heard it. He did. He did.
Apparently, Jackson Arnold is pulling it a little bit too much. So, yeah, he might get to that 100 yards, man. Now think about it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Robert Smith said Baylor will try to zone our receivers first and double up on some coverages between Cam and Singleton. Which one is hot? I can see that happening. But if you double up on them, then you leaving Malcolm Simmons open. And what we hear from Preston Howard in the tight end slot is becoming a reliable catching tight end for Auburn as well. So Preston Howard might be the surprise of that game and for the season for Auburn. Who knows?
Listen, I said it before. I've streamed. I've did this little college football 26 seasons for Auburn a couple times. In every single season that I've seen, Preston Howard ends up being by like year 4 or 5 the best player in college football, the best tight end in college football.
We'll see.
Like every time, it's not even close.
Question. Let's get through the rest of these so we can get up out of here, man. Just Means More said Baylor did bring in an Oregon DN and A&M D tackle that's starting. Baylor's starting wide receivers are Prentice from Bama. Yep, Josh Cameron and Ashton Hawkins, who is their Singleton. Yeah, dude is fast. Yeah. And Michael Trigg at tight end, who is legit. Michael Trigg is number 1. Hawkins is number 6. Cameron got a weird number. It's like 30, 36 or something like that. And Prentice is 16. Hold on. Hold up. I wrote it down because I was doing my little analysis for the game when we get to it. It might be on the other sheet of paper. It's on my other sheet. But yeah, they got some weird numbers at receiver though. It's interesting. But yeah, man, Colton Price is their center. Omar AG Ben Dion is, I think, their left tackle. Ryan Lingyel is their left tackle, right or left tackle. And I can't remember who their 2 guards are. I can't. Sidney Fugar is one of their guards as well. So I mean, Colton Price is legit. He's their Connor Lew. If you want to give him a comp to somebody that we got, Colton Price, their center at Baylor, is their Connor Lew. So it's gonna be lit, man. Ed Darby in the chat said, my question is, if Auburn gets 65 plays, what's the ratio of run to pass? If it's anything like last year, Auburn's run to pass ratio last year ended up being 61% and 39% to the pass at the end of the season of plays that were run and pass. So
right,
60. If it's 65 plays, let's just say 40% of that.
It's kind of miss like 15, because 24 if it's like an RPO with a like a swing pass attached to it, that's pretty much a run, but statistically it counts as a pass. So I would look into it, but like you have to keep that in mind. It's gonna be tough for us to have a positive run ratio with the type of offense with it.
I like that. We did see what's going on with Mateer. I think there's much ado about nothing, to be honest with you, bro. I think it's much ado about nothing. When it come to, I got hyped for a little bit, but maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe something come from it. Said dude looks a lot shorter too, almost like he should be a running back, but got some long arms. They said get out the way and run the route. Talking about Ashton Hawkins, I think that's what he talk about. Yeah, 45, 55. Or something like that, but I think last year at the end of the year, I think Auburn's like 61 and 39% to the pass. They threw the ball like 61% of the time in the game. All right, man. We've been in here for a while, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us around here. As always, make sure that you subscribe because we're doing Auburn Live Game Watches. Auburn Live Game Watches all year, and it's starting August 29th. 15 minutes before kickoff, Auburn versus Baylor here around the water cooler with your guy, Nick Frazier. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy the production, man. Been working on it. Got everything going great. It's working. And as well as it can be. So we want y'all to come around the water cooler and chill with us and watch the game with us as well. And then after the game, the official post-game reaction show will be on Auburn Addicts TV YouTube channel, where I got DC, the mayor Marcus, and I got Tez. So man, make sure y'all go over there as soon as the game is over with and check them out over there as well, man. Tez, tell them where they can find you, my guy.
Man, you can find me up there at the top left-hand corner at It's SE Season. Hey, new channel. Man, listen, I've been working hard trying to get this material out to you guys. I wanted to go live yesterday, ran into some hiccups with that. It didn't actually work out. But we're gonna get that rectified and up and running. I want to tell you guys this. I'm trying to get people to sign in for this SEC Season college football pick'em, which is how I plan on launching this channel. To you guys, if you want to participate in this, where basically we pick college teams throughout the year. At the end of the year, we see who's picked the most right, and that person wins a prize. Those prizes are a SEC Season apparel package. We got a trophy that's been designed and provided to us by Coach Carl Taylor at On the Block Sports. And also I have a camera that's been donated to us by me. And those are the prizes right now, but it's pretty much winner take all. If you want to participate, drop an email to me at info@itsseseason.com. Again, that is info@itsseason.com. I'm gonna put it in the chat. But yeah, just drop an email, and then I'll slide you the link so that you can get signed up and participate. It's only one rule: you got to be subscribed to the channel. We already got some people in there that's ready to rock and roll. Week 1 is approaching us fast, so if some of you want to participate in, by all means, let's go ahead and get signed up, man. Nick's already signed up. Marcus is gonna be there. They think they're gonna win, but they're not. So
I was gonna tell y'all wasting y'all time signing up because I'm gonna win all of it.
But yeah, looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that. Make sure y'all go over there and y'all subscribe and to SEC Season, so you can get that. So you can get in on that college pick'em as well. Make sure you subscribe to @Tight Sports, the Alabama Football Megacast. I got Tight. Got to get him back on the show. Hopefully, we can get him on the show Friday so we can chop it up with Tight and get some of the foolishness with Tight. At Auburn Addicts TV, make sure you go over there and subscribe over at Auburn Addicts TV. What I got, DC. My guy Dustin at the Uptempo Podcast, man. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to him at the Uptempo Podcast, man. Do a show with him every Sunday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, Sunday morning, and then of course that afternoon at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, I do my show. Do a show with DC called Have You Heard? Auburn News Today over on Auburn Addicts TV, man. Make sure you subscribe to our guy Be Sharp over at the Sharpshooters Sports Talk YouTube channel. I got Vandy Chris at the Golden Broom Podcast. Make sure you subscribe over there. And of course, you saw him in the chat tonight, chopping it up with everybody. It is the Huggy Beard rocking with us as always around the water cooler. And make sure you follow him on Facebook at Huggy Beard and at Bubba Hyde on Facebook as well. Man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler tonight, man. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. I'm not Wednesday. Jesus. We'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for our call-in show on Friday. That's the show where you all run the show and you let us know what you want to talk about during the show. Call-in show Friday, man. So please come with the questions, come with the calls, man. We want y'all to be a part of the show. We want y'all to interact with us, man. As always, Marcus, what do you got to say to the people before we get up out of here, my guy?
Man, y'all call me Friday, man. Let me know what to talk about.
Yes, sir. That's what it is, man. We appreciate y'all, man. I haven't done this in a while, man. Shout out to the 33446 Tuskegee, Macon County, man. Shout out to BTW for as always, man. Shout out to Tuskegee. Shout out to Auburn. Shout out to Montgomery. Shout out to everybody in the 334. Apparently, they getting ready to change the area code to something else, and I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They said they're running out of numbers with the 334 area code. So they're about to change it to something else like in like a year or two. It's gonna change. And I don't like it. It bothers me to my spirit. But hey, it is what it is. All right, man. We're gonna get out of here. we'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler with our call-in show, man. So please make sure you got your questions, make sure you got your comments, make sure you got your thoughts about whatever it is you want to talk about on Friday, man. We'll be back then. Also, I'm letting y'all know we are previewing a new intro week of game. New intro coming out Monday, week of the game. So it's gonna be dope. They when Huggy came in and said something about Paul Feinbaum, I said, Huggy, you have no idea what's about to come. But anyway, man, y'all be safe, man. Y'all be safe. As always, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all get the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, it is one love. And guess what? We out this mug. Peace, man. We'll see you Friday.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.